I am an ex-Muslim, and you would think that something as obviously as destructive as Islam should not fool an advanced civilization, but it is done very efficiently, and I would like to explain why. And it's because the actual 5 pillars of Islam. The first one is whataboutism. Second one is self-victimization. Third one is self-glorification. Fourth one is blaming of others and conspiracy. And fifth is manipulation. And I would like to give examples. For example, if a terrorist attack happened and if a white guy is talking to a Muslim guy, the Muslim guy will use the pillar of whataboutism. Well, yes, this atrocity have happened, but it's because of 1948. It's because the Jews, blah, 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 blah. There is never self-reflection. This is actually the nullifier of Islam. You should not just condemn whatever happened. You should directly address it to something else. Whataboutism. And then you should also do the self-victimization. I have done this atrocity because I'm a victim of whatever. We have been trapped in Gaza, and do whatever you can. While if the same subject, for example, the 7th of October is discussed between Muslim and another Muslim, like him, they will be actually celebrating. They will use the pillar of self-glorification. That finally God have allowed us to do this atrocity. Another example, if some disaster have happened in the West, like the recent fires in the USA, if a Muslim is talking to a white guy, he will use whataboutism. Yeah, you are sad about this, but what about Gaza? What about Palestine? What about blah, blah, blah? But, that there should be always the self-victimization. I am the victim, even if the disaster is in the USA. But if the same disaster, the fires in the USA, have been discussed with another Muslim guy, between a Muslim guy and another Muslim guy, then they will use self-glorification. Yes, God has finally answered our prayers and we have destroyed the enemy that has been destroying us and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Another example, the earthquake that have happened in Turkey. Muslims between themselves, a Muslim and a Muslim, many people, including my relatives, they have been doing some conspiracy theories. This earthquake has happened because the Jews have done something under the ground and it has caused this disaster. And naturally, self-victimization, that where is the word, please help us, please sending us money. Another example, there is a text in the Quran that is inhumane, like Muhammad lusting over a 6-year-old girl and sleeping with her when she was a 9-year-old girl. What they will do is, if they are talking to a white guy, they will use manipulation. The verses in Quran that talks about marrying children or hitting women are always translated differently in the English books or in any other languages. So strike them, hit them it is translated as discipline them. While if the same text is discussed with a brown guy, the pillar of self-glorification is used, because they said that, see how God knows us and that we are great, and this is how we discipline our women, and that's why we are multiplying so much and we are successful and we are spreading around the world. It's because we have discipline among our women. So these are the 5 pillars of Islam, the real 5 pillars, and this is how it's used, the same ones based on who the Muslims are talking to. And the nullifiers, that's something that you will never almost hear from Muslim, is self-reflection. The self-reflection and empathy with anybody else other than themselves. And the title of all this, who generate all this shit, is fear, because Muslims are afraid of the crazy God of the Quran.